Okay, good morning dear students. Today we are going to start one more new point and the discussion on the same from the unit number 2, that is conformational isomerism in the ethane, N-butane and cyclohexane. Now this point belongs to your second unit, that is geometrical isomerism, and this point here in this point we are going to discuss different conformations of these alkane category of the compounds, that are ethane, butane and cyclohexane. Now we'll start the discussion on this. Now before we move actually forward, what is the meaning of the word conformational isomerism, which is to be there in the ethane, butane and cyclohexane? Now these are all categories of the compound from the alkane family, and they are going to attain conformation as well as their isomerism. Now what happened? Why there is a formation of conformational structures and their isomers will be there for the different type of categories of the compound. Now what happened? There is a bond rotation in every molecule will be happening, and this bond rotation will allow the chain of the atom to adopt many number of conformations. So any carbon-carbon or any hydrocarbon type of bond will be there. These bond continuously they are rotating, continuously they are changing their shapes and size. So this bond rotation allow the chain of the atom to adopt different shapes and different conformations. Now for example, at room temperature in the solution, all the single bonds in the molecule are constantly rotating. So at room temperature also, all the carbon atoms or all the bonds in every molecule, they are continuously rotating and they are changes the shapes of those two molecules. Now these two molecules will have exactly the same shape at any one time are quite small. So they are continuously changing their shape, and continuously the bonds which are there in the molecule, they are rotating. Even though no two molecules have exactly the same shape at any one time. Not two molecules will attain the same shape at any one time. That means they are continuously they are changing their shapes and rotating their bonds. So we call these different shapes of those molecules, we can call it as a different conformations. So for example, the pea moth pheromone. So this is one of the chemical which is used for the attracting insects. It is there. So this chemical which is going to be attract the insects which is there in the pea moth. So this molecule is also continuously changing the shape across rotating this carbon-carbon single bond. See, the position of these arrow will rotate the bond here. That's why due to the rotation of these bonds here, they are going to change their shapes. Now these shapes, if he is going to attain the shape like this, now this shape is again going to give the more rotation about this two bonds in which we have shown this arrow, and they are going to attain the different shapes and different conformations. So when a molecule will rotate its carbon-carbon single bond, or any molecule will rotate its single bond and will attain different shapes of the molecule, are known as conformations. So if any molecule will rotate its single bond and will attain different shapes, this phenomenon is known as conformation. And what is configuration? To get from one conformation to another. See, to change one shape of the molecule to the another, we can rotate about as many as single bonds we like. See here, to attain these different conformations, this molecule has changed, or this molecule has rotated its bonds as many times he can rotate. So all the single bonds or many single bonds in this molecule will rotate it. The one thing we can't do to it's to break any bonds. So this in the conformation, they are going to only rotate the carbon-carbon or any molecule single bond to attain the different shape. But in the case of configuration, if there is a breaking of any one bond, this why we can't rotate about a double bond. So if any bond is broken down, the reason behind that breaking the bonds is due to if there is formation of a molecule will have a double bond in that. So already we have discussed that he is going to rotate at single bond, and if any molecule is going to have the double bond or the presence of double bond in its structure, so there will be a rotation will not be possible. So the bond breaking procedure will be done, or the bond breaking will be done. To do so, that means to break this bond we will need to break the pi bonds, and below are some of the pairs of the structure which can be interconverted as they are unable to rotate due to the presence of these double bonds in the structure. So by rotating about single bonds, they are all different conformations of the same molecule. So by changing the position of the double bond, by broken down or by rotating, by moving these carbon double bond, they are going to attain these many different structures. Now what is the difference between then conformation and configuration? So the next block of the molecule is something quite different. These pairs can only be interconverted. See, in the first case we have changed only the shape of the structure by rotating against a single bond in the molecule. But in the case of second category of the compounds, that is configuration, we are going to break the pi bonds, and these molecules by breaking these bonds will have changed the total structure of the molecule. So that means the change in the structure of the molecule is known as configuration. Now the configuration can be interconverted by breaking the bonds, or the compound with the different configurations are called as stereoisomers. So when we are going to change the structure of the molecule by either breaking the bonds or by changing the position of the bond, these are known as stereoisomers. So below we have seen that 3 pairs of the stereoisomers, each member of the pair has different configuration. Now rotation or bond breaking. So rotation belongs to if a single bond is rotated between its, he is going to change the shape of the structure. That means he is going to form the conformation. So what is rotation? Structure that can be interconverted simply by rotating about single bond. The formed structures of the molecules are known as conformations, and if the structure can be interconverted, can be changed into another form of the structure by breaking one or more bonds, so they are going to form the different configuration of the structure, different structure, they are also known as stereoisomers. Now we are moving towards the actual discussion on a point, a very important point, that is conformations of ethane. Now we all know ethane belongs to the category of the compound, that is alkyne molecule. Now why should be there an energy barrier in the rotation about a single bond? So we have already discussed in the type of conformation that when there will be a rotation in between the molecule, that is the single bond, so he is going to change the shape of the structure against the rotation about this carbon-carbon single bond, and they are going to form the conformation. Now in order to answer this above question, why should there be an energy barrier in the rotation about the single bond? So the answer of this question is, in the case of ethane molecule, ethane is going to have only 2 extreme conformations, and those 2 extreme conformations of the ethane are, he is going to attain the staggered conformation and eclipsed conformation. Now we have already discussed that conformation belongs to when there is a rotation about the rotation in the molecule across the single bond, he is going to attain the different shape. Same here in the case of ethane molecule, he is also going to rotate its bond at room temperature, and due to the rotation of these bonds in the ethane molecule, that means carbon-carbon bond, carbon-hydrogen bond, these all bonds are continuously rotating, and they are going to attain 2 different main important conformations, and those are staggered conformation and eclipsed conformation. Now 3 different views of these conformations are, see here, these are the 2 carbon atoms of the ethane molecule, and individually they have attached with the 3 carbon atoms. So that we all know the structure of ethane is CH3 CH3. So this is a carbon atom will attach to the 3 different hydrogen atom, and this is another carbon atom which is attached to the another 3 hydrogen atom. Now if we are going to view the structure of this ethane molecule via different angles, that is a side view and end on view, so we can view the structure of the molecule in this way. So if we are going to rotate the different conformations of both the carbon atoms, we can get these type of structures. So this form of the conformation of the ethane molecule is known as staggered conformation. And if we are going to rotate the structure of ethane molecule horizontally and view the structure longitudinally, so we can get a conformation which is known as eclipsed conformation. Now without doing much confusion, we are moving towards the actual conformations of the ethane molecule. So this is a staggered, when we are going to view both the carbon atoms simultaneously at a different rotating angles, staggered conformation. And when we are going to view the structure longitudinally, that time we are going to view the one carbon atom in front of us and the another which is lagging behind from that. So this is the conformation, that is eclipse conformation. Now when we are going to see these conformations, so these names by looking at the end on views in the diagram. So in the case of eclipsed conformation, the near carbon CH bond which is completely block the view of the carbon bond which is far away from the first carbon atom. So the second carbon atom which is completely hide, due to the presence of the nearer carbon atom in front of us. So which block the view of the far carbon atom, just as in the solar eclipse, like the moon will block the visibility of the sun as we are going to see from the earth. So this is in the case of eclipsed conformation. And in the case of staggered conformation, the far carbon hydrogen bonds will be appear, but there will be we can see the gap between the near carbon and hydrogen atom. These type of conformation of the molecule is known as staggered conformation. But if we are going to draw these 3-dimensional structure on a plane of paper, so when we are going to draw these all 3-dimensional structure on a plane of paper, it is quite difficult to draw the structure in a planar manner. So to draw these eclipsed as well as staggered conformations of alkane molecule, we have adopted one more new formula or a new projection technique to draw these staggered and eclipsed conformations on a plane of paper. This is known as Newman projection. Now by using this projection formula, we can draw the structure of the molecule on a plane of paper. So the second method we are going to adopt to draw the structure of the molecule, either in the case of eclipsed or in the case of staggered conformation, that newly invented technique of the is known as Newman projection. Through this, we can draw the structure of the molecule in a plane of paper. The carbon atom nearer the view is at the junction of the first 3 bonds. So in this way, in this projection formula, we are going to draw the carbon atom in such a way that the nearer carbon atom which is nearer to us, the viewer at the junction of the first 3 bonds, and the carbon which is far away, which can be, it is the end on view. So we'll discuss directly we see the structures. See here, this is a Newman projection formula for the staggered conformation, and this is a Newman's projection formula for the eclipsed conformation. So we can draw these structures in this manner for the ethane compound. See, this carbon atom, when we are going to hold the molecule of ethane or the ball and socket molecule of ethane in our hand, so that time this carbon atom is nearer to us. So this carbon atom we are going to draw at the center of the molecule from these 3 hydrogen atoms of the first carbon atom, and this another big circle is nothing but the This is another circle is nothing but the far carbon atom from the this is another circle which is nothing but the which is far carbon atom from the first carbon atom of the molecule, and these three hydrogen atoms are from the far carbon atom, which is a next carbon atom in the case of staggered conformation. So if we are going to view the structure of the molecule, this hydrogen and carbon bonds, they are continuously rotating and they are going to attain this type of structure. So this is in the case of eclipsed conformation and this is in the case of staggered conformation. These type of questions they may ask in the exam, like write down the structure of the ethane molecule in the case of staggered conformation as well as eclipsed conformation. So the staggered and eclipsed, both the conformation of the ethane, they are not identical in the energy. We can't calculate the energy required for their in order to stability. So the staggered conformation is basically and generally it is going to have the lower energy than the eclipsed conformation. It is going to have the 12 kilojoule per mole of the energy in order to attain the stability in the case of staggered conformation. So this is a energy profile diagram of the stability pattern of the ethane molecule when it is continuously changing its structure by rotating the hydrocarbon bond, carbon hydrogen single bond, and to attain the different type of structure. So this is first a staggered conformation when the hydrogen of first carbon atom, they are continuously going to attain the angle of both the hydrogen atoms, that is first carbon atom and the hydrogen from the second carbon atom. The bond angle in between them is 60 degrees centigrade. And if the second carbon and the first carbon atom, if they are continuously rotating about itself, they will change their rotation angle at every time. They may attain the rotation angle, that is 120 degree, 180 degree, 300 degree and 240 degree. Now the structure of the ethane molecule, as we have already known, he is going to have only two conformations, staggered conformation and eclipsed conformation. Now why are moving these hydrogens at a different angle? So the same staggered conformation is attained by the ethane molecule at a theta angle, that is bond angle theta, at 60 degree, at 180 degree and at 300 degree. So at these different bond angles, ethane molecule is going to have the same conformation, that is staggered conformation, and this staggered conformation is at generally 12 kilojoule per mole of energy. And when a molecule is going to attain the eclipsed conformation, it is an bond angle at 0, then at 120 and 240. So at these bond angles, ethane molecule is going to attain the eclipsed conformation. Now basically ethane molecule is quite stable, is at staggered conformation than that of the eclipsed conformation. Now what's the reason behind that? Why ethane molecule is going to be stable at staggered conformation and not at the eclipsed conformation? Now we all know the rule that lower the energy, or if molecule is going to have a lowest the energy, that molecule is more stable. So the staggered conformation of the ethane molecule will require low energy as compared to the eclipsed conformation, as graph already indicates us that he is going to have the lowest amount of energy to attain the staggered conformation. That's why the ethane molecules, this staggered conformation is more stable than the eclipsed conformation, in order to avoid the bond hindrance, steric hindrance which is happening in between these carbon and hydrogen atom, which is in the case of eclipsed conformation. So these are the reasons we have already discussed, that why the staggered conformation is stable as compared to the eclipsed conformations.